Now going back to where it was Raphael, who was flying and at the center of the sun, made everyone look at him. Workers stopped what they were doing, curious about who that figure above them was. Everyone from every department literally stopped what they were doing. This guy single-handedly halted construction. For every damn thing Lloyd creates, there is always a nuisance disrupting his work. Raphael told everyone that what he said represented the will of heaven. He announced that the construction of Aootearoa must be destroyed immediately. Lloyd told him to wait and asked Raphael what he was saying all of a sudden. Lloyd asked what this was and if Raphael was really an angel. Lloyd didn't want the construction to halt and even asked Raphael to provide proof that he was truly an angel. Raphael asked Lloyd if his name was Lloyd Frontera, and then asked again if Lloyd was still doubting him even after seeing his wings. Lloyd pointed at Javier, saying, "This guy has wings too. Is he also an angel then?" Raphael looked at Javier and told Lloyd that Javier does indeed have the face of an angel. Lloyd looked at Javier, who appeared somewhat proud, which made Lloyd even more annoyed. Lloyd asked Raphael, "If that's the case, how can I trust that this is the will of heaven or whatever you're saying?" He told Raphael that he had gone through so much to get Aootearoa constructed. Then Lloyd asked Raphael if he really expected them to just follow along and move on. Raphael didn't say anything, simply closing the book that contained the order of the heavens. Then he raised his hand like he was Thor or something. A bright light appeared in Raphael's hand as a large hammer formed within it. Not only that, but a light began forming near Raphael's head. It was a halo at the top of his head, proof that he was truly an angel. This alarmed Lloyd, making him sweat. Raphael was serious now, holding that large, bright hammer. He asked Lloyd if he believed him now. All the workers started to watch Raphael, who was displaying the radiant elegance of an angel. Byron exclaimed that it was the golden hammer of punishment, adding that it looked exactly as described in the Holy Book. Byron shouted to everyone that Raphael really was an angel. Not only did it look the same, but there was also a tag on it. Damn, this hammer seems like it was purchased at the Heavenly Department store. Raphael corrected them, saying it wasn't the golden hammer of punishment. The name of the hammer was the multi-purpose official business hammer. Alarmed, Lloyd said it was real, and the details were genuine. Lloyd asked Raphael why the Aootearoa was considered an illegal building, explaining that it wouldn't collapse easily and that they were the rightful owners of the land. Raphael told Lloyd that the truth was that Aootearoa was an abnormal artifact that even looked into the upper realm or realm higher than the heavenly one and leaked the secrets of heaven. He explained that on December 6th at 6 a.m. in the 307th year of the mythical calendar, the Great Race War occurred because everyone desired to obtain it. Raphael then detailed the casualties, which shocked both Lloyd and Javier. He said that 4,370,000 beings died and 27,820,000 were injured, with total asset damage estimated to have risen to over 4 quadrillion, 72 trillion, 9 billion, 400 million gold. After closing the documents about Aootearoa, Raphael stated that due to these events, Aootearoa had been designated an illegal building. He added that if it wasn't destroyed immediately, he would personally see to its destruction. Lloyd, who had gone through so much trouble to collect the items and even traveled to other dimensions just to gather the materials, was furious at what he felt was an unjust decision. "It was really unfair to our handsome MC." He told Raphael that it was a ridiculous order and outright tyranny. Lloyd said he wanted to file an objection and strongly opposed the decision. Raphael told him that objections were only accepted through prayers. He told Lloyd that if his prayer was fervent and pure, it would reach the civil complaints room. Lloyd was confused after hearing this and asked Raphael if such a system existed, adding that it sounded pretty good. Raphael confirmed that the heavenly realm is a friendly place, always looking to lessen the difficulties faced by the lower realm. Lloyd then dropped to his knees and began to pray seriously, wanting to take advantage of any chance he still had. This is what Lloyd prayed: "God, I need to borrow the power of the Aootearoa to protect the people important to me. I don't want to lose anyone close to me ever again. Please heed the prayers of this pitiful sheep. All of the people gathered here are filled with beautiful memories and happiness." The angel listening to the prayer was initially amazed, praising Lloyd for his fervent prayer. But Lloyd didn't stop there. He added, "Everyone must stay well so I can enjoy my peaceful retirement." Hearing that last part shifted the angel's mood entirely. This lazy request for a comfortable retirement ruined any chance of building the Aootearoa peacefully. The angel slammed the phone of the heavenly realm, announcing that Lloyd's prayer was rejected. Raphael relayed the message, telling Lloyd that the angel said his prayer was denied. Lloyd, the god of shamelessness, asked why. How dare he ask for a reason when he ruined his own prayer? Raphael simply told Lloyd that his prayer wasn't pure and asked him to destroy the Aootearoa. Lloyd angrily retorted that he couldn't do something like that. Raphael, unfazed, replied that it was fine since he would do it himself. He raised the golden hammer and flew toward the building, preparing to smash it into pieces. As he neared the structure and was about to deliver the final blow, Lloyd shouted at Raphael to stop. But before Raphael could strike, something flew toward him. Alarming the angel, it was Javier, about to slash Raphael with his sword at full strength. However, the angel didn't flinch, swinging his hammer with equal power and slamming it toward the building. Before the hammer could land, Javier managed to block and parry the attack. The force of the clash was so immense that it created a massive shockwave, but Lloyd, of all people, was the one most affected. He screamed in pain, cursing the loud sound, blaming it on his stupid swordsman syndrome. Javier, still standing tall before a high-ranking angel, raised his sword and introduced himself. "I am Javier Asrahan, a knight of Frontera County," he declared. He told Raphael that, as an intruder in their county, he needed to pack up and leave immediately. With a serious glare, Javier warned that if Raphael refused, he would execute him on the spot. Javier's threat wasn't empty, and even Raphael was visibly alarmed. As the two powerful beings prepared to clash once more, someone was running toward the scene at incredible speed. The newcomer saw the two winged figures about to face off. It was Solitus, the young dragon. Alarmed by what he witnessed, Solitus remarked that he had come because he sensed an absurd amount of mana but hadn't expected to see an actual angel. He recalled how, when he was younger, his mother had told him stories about angels. As Solitus watched Raphael wielding the hammer, he understood that the angel was here to destroy everything, which enraged him. The thought of the worst-case scenario, where everything is obliterated, filled Solitus with anger. He thought to himself that if that happened, he wouldn't even get the chance to marry. Solitus had fallen for Lloyd's absurd scheme, believing that the mythical glory rank of the unattractive Lloyd could somehow help him find a wife, despite the fact that Lloyd himself couldn't. Lloyd only pulled off the queen because Queen Alicia seems to have a unique perception of love. Determined, Solitus thought that by teaming up with Javier, a grandmaster, he could drive Raphael away. However, before he could act, the lazy dragon king Verus, who had been watching the scene unfold without intervening, called out to Solitus, startling the young dragon. Verus warned him to stop whatever he was planning. Verus explained that a clash between the heavenly realm, hell, and the dragons could lead to a great war that would obliterate the planet. He cautioned Solitus that as long as the intrusion remained at a smaller scale, like regional skirmishes, it was better to turn a blind eye to keep the world from descending into chaos. Confused, Solitus, seeing Verus for the first time, asked who the Dragon King was. Meanwhile, workers in the area began to panic as the tension between Raphael and Javier grew. Lloyd ordered everyone to retreat as far as they could, sensing the danger that the situation posed. Raphael, refusing to back down, warned Javier, a grandmaster, to cease his resistance. He told Javier that if he didn't stand aside, he would be charged with obstructing heavenly duties. But Javier, having suffered through countless adventures retrieving precious materials and finding blueprints, was committed to defending the territory and its precious truth jewel. He told Raphael that they both were simply fulfilling their duties, and since neither would back down, there was no point in further discussion. Raphael initiated the attack, swinging his hammer with great force, but Javier skillfully evaded the blow, flying behind the angel to strike his blind spot. Lloyd, observing from afar, was amazed by Javier's skill and bravery, but doubt lingered in his mind. Could Javier really win? Javier launched a powerful downward strike at Raphael's back, but Raphael's halo moved on its own, protecting him by deflecting the attack. The clash between their powers created shockwaves, and once again, Lloyd, although uninvolved in the fight, was the one most affected by the aftermath. Javier, undeterred, shouted as he prepared to unleash an even stronger attack. With one swift strike, he generated thousands of slashes aimed at Raphael. But once again, the angel's halo effortlessly blocked every single one, leaving Javier alarmed at how futile his attacks were. Raphael, sensing victory, offered Javier one last chance to surrender, urging him to give up and abide by the laws of the heavenly realm. Suddenly, Lloyd, seeing Javier in a desperate situation, shouted, telling Javier that he would help. Confused but trusting, Javier heard Lloyd's command to cover his ears. The reason? Lloyd, the infamous greatest singer in hell, was about to unleash his most powerful vocal solo. If this guy joins the TikTok trend of perfect pitch, then he will become a legend. His perfect pitch rendition of Do Re Mi had the potential to not only stun the entire universe but also become a viral internet sensation if anyone had recorded it.